Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Sourcefed podcast. I am Matt Lieberman. Joining me on the couch this week, Sam Basher.
Hello.
Mike Falzone.
Sam Basher.
Hey.
This episode is brought to you by Strensum's Camel Toes. Strensum's Camel Toes are 100% real camel's toes, pickled for your pleasure. Strensum's Camel Toes, we pickle them, you pick them.
And you're welcome for all the ASMR fans. You're welcome from Sam.
I really hope people are only listening to this via headphones.
It's the only way to listen to a podcast except in the car.
Yeah, or except all the other way.
Yeah.
Mike, you do a million podcasts. What's one of them?
I just found out that as of last week, Dynamic Banter, which is me and Steve,
That's a fun
is
one.
23 on the comedy podcast charts.
That's
awesome,
fantastic.
man.
Thank you very much, you guys.
Sometimes, I do one with DJ, little plug, the Only Stupid Answers. And it's a lot of fun. We talk about movies and TVs and comics and shit. Sometimes it's nice to watch it peek up every once in a while when we find something topical.
Or when you drop an episode.
Yeah. True, but that's how it works. But yeah, it bumps up to the charts, and it's kind of fun.
Nice.
And then
Did you like
bump up
the
charts.
Did you like the details I added to that story?
Yes.
Nice and vague.
I don't know what your podcast is about, but I know sometimes you release episodes and you bump
Film
up
and
the
TV,
charts.
sometimes it bumps up the charts.
It's called Only Stupid Answers.
You have
That's
a couple
the
of
one.
pop caps.
Not anymore, man. I was doing one with a buddy called Walk and Talk,
I
and
missed
then
that one.
we pre-taped a bunch of episodes, and they all got deleted when my hard drive got corrupted.
Oh, that's
And I got
your
real.
hard drive got too much money. And now
Yeah,
it's a dick.
exactly. My hard drive tried to make Hillary Clinton president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something I want to talk to you about because you
great.
love political things.
Oh, I don't. Please.
I'll
So-
be sure to add a lot to this conversation.
So listen, this is going to be hardcore political podcast.
Sure.
And all I wanted to say was I think I've heard too much about the election, and now I don't care who wins.
I can't. It is the most depressing thing I've ever heard. Please do not spread that, because so many people look up to you and they will totally buy into that garbage.
2016, we'll figure it out.
No. It's look, man. I don't care how depressed you get.
Ralph
you
Nader.
need to arm. No,
Hey, Nader.
Arm
Nader
yourself
fan.
with information. Like, don't even look at necessarily the people. Look at policies. Look at what they're going to do once they're in office.
Tell me one bad thing Ralph Nader ever did in his life.
Ran for president in 2000.
One bad thing.
Bad thing.
Ran for president in 2000.
Your guy, fucking Bill Sanders, did that.
Bill Sanders? Are you talking about Bill Bradley?
No, Bill Sanders, the white-haired man.
I'm not a Bernie Sanders guy.
I didn't say Bernie Sanders.
Who's Bill Sanders?
William Sanders.
What, Colonel Sanders?
I just don't care what happens.
I hate this
I like Here
conversation.
Come Dat Boy Gary Johnson. He used the Dat Boy meme for political ad, or somebody made it for him. He's on a unicycle. It says Here Come Dat Boy Gary Johnson. Oh wait, what does it say at the bottom?
Tell me
Doesn't say, "Oh, shoot,
one
what up?"
thing that Gary Johnson believes besides small government.
He's in unicycles. Unicycle party.
He has a unicycle platform, and he's got a juggling one too. Probably something that has to do with frogs.
Yeah, Dat Boy 2016. He won my vote. Who's that?
brother.
William Sanders?
No. I hate this. I hate it so much.
Oh,
But
here
for
it
real.
goes.
Here come Dat Gary.
Here come that Gary Johnson 2016. Oh, there's no oh shit, what up or anything like that.
Yeah, well, I think that's not presidential. What up is not presidential.
I just feel I don't think a meme is either, to be completely honest. But Hillary is trying to get the young vote. I think Gary really honed in with Dat Boy. If you can follow the trend of memes,
Follow that trend.
go on Reddit. And
Dat trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could have a team of meme specialists, I think I'd vote for whoever had
I
that.
bet you anything next year or next election year will be the first time there's a
Official
meme committee.
memes?
Official meme committee.
Sure. All right. Well, President Trump is looking for his second term.
Sure.
What are we thinking about in terms of official memes? I'm thinking about dramatic Trump. How about he turns around like that squirrel and there's a lot of serious music?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Do the Kermit drinking the tea one.
Ooh.
He's like, but don't mind me, mind my own business.
And everything didn't go to hell.
Did you see the That would be exactly what it
Right?
is.
It's
Did
like
you see the
we're
one
still here.
with his entrance from the RNC, but
Oh
it's
my
the
God.
Undertaker's theme.
Yeah,
music.
it's perfect.
It is
with the
perfect.
Undertaker's theme music because it's scary.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the Undertaker would be a good president, probably.
I've heard
No,
some of it. No,
not
I've
any
heard.
level.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I've
gonna
heard.
write him in.
I've heard some of his opinions, and I say it's okay.
Yeah, because he wants us all to rest in peace.
Okay, but back around the turn of the century, he also wanted us to roll. What?
Yeah, but people
Roll
flip-flop
into
on
the future.
issues.
To keep on rolling. Well, actually, no. Keeping on rolling isn't actually a bad platform.
See, he
Yeah.
wants to legalize marijuana, keep everybody rolling, blunts,
There you go.
and
That's the economy.
economy
But
is
see,
one.
to keep things rolling is just being part of the corrupt political establishment. We need to shake this thing up, not roll forward.
What's that impression?
Bill Sanders? That Bill Sanders?
Oh, Bill Sanders.
Here come that Bill.
There's a part of this podcast I didn't fully think out.
What part could that have been? Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
No.
Don't even think about it. You want me to help you out there, Mike?
Nah, not yet.
No. What could it be about?
Wait for
Let's
it to get
settle in
worse.
first.
Yeah.
Speaking about politics, Comic-Con was this weekend, and
Yeah.
that was a
Certainly
nice
was.
distraction.
Yeah, how did you enjoy it?
It was the busiest. I was going to say podcast Comic-Con we've ever been to.
Busiest
and,
podcast.
I had a great time. I felt from making video from that side, I felt like very challenged in a good way, and it was nice that we had to like run around and shoot a lot of stuff. Like there's one video we did was like top 5 things to do without a badge, so we had to hit up every single one of those things that is supposed to be spread out over like 4 days in one day. So
That's fun. I
Oh,
noticed
wow.
that you didn't come to my stand-up show on Thursday, which is an activity you could have done without
Without a badge.
And you weren't. Maybe we could do 6 things next year.
Yeah.
there's a chance we'll do 6 things next year, or I'll bump one of the
The
things.
man literally just talked about how busy he was trying to
Yeah.
just do 5.
Don't worry, I'll
Couldn't
get the
fit in
6th
6.
one in there.
Yeah,
And
the
then you
6th.
slip into 6.
He's slipping to 6.
I had a great time though. There was a lot of fucking great ass trailers that came out. But Mike,
Tell me
Now,
about.
wait,
seriously,
hold
I don't
on.
know,
Now
so tell me
imagine
about-
he hadn't said the word trailers and he just said,
Great
yeah,
ass,
there was a lot of fucking great ass, Mike.
so
Piece of shit.
Sam Basher, if there's one thing he loves, it's great,
Great
ass.
ass.
Shitty Sam is the new meme. of stuff.
actually, there's the meme. And,
Douchebashor is my new favorite character.
can you do, guys? You love going on the Reddit and writing meme stuff. Go ahead and make a douchebasher meme and go ahead and make a couple of those, please. But I Comic-Con happened. Oh, I had an Uber driver. That's why I thought about the nice ass because his name was Philip Fred, and he was very strange.
many?
He was taking me to the convention center, and he was like, "I don't know, there's a lot of Supergirls running around." And I was like, "Oh, look at that Batgirl over there." And the girl's like, but in like teenage years with like wearing an outfit that doesn't cover up a lot. Whatever, you wear what you want. It's Comic-Con, have fun.
But it's
I'm
clear
like,
that it's a teenager.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, like, what do you say? You're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
it's
come on.
crazy.
Nothing because he's
like,
controlling your life.
man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just be here with me.
Yeah.
Tell me, come on. You know how good
He's like,
the
have you
ass
seen like any
Just
crazy
agree.
costumes? I'm like, yeah, you know.
Was he literally drooling? Was there a river of drool?
He was an elderly man, so it
Gross.
could have been from the conversation or just, stuff.
Yeah, what's your favorite costume? Well,
What's
I saw a really detailed Master Chief. What about the ass?
Yeah, how was the ass region? Was it armored or was it bare?
Yeah. But Mike, you were there.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the fucking trailers, man. I have no idea.
great ass.
There were great
trailers.
ass trailers. Man, there was like 19 things that came out in one day. There was like some stuff for Marvel. You ever seen a Marvel movie?
No, never saw Marvel Madness?
Yeah, Marvel. It's close to Marvel Madness. How about DC? Superman?
DC, I saw a lot of movies shot in DC.
Oh, okay. Did you?
Yeah, like Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
There you go.
Yeah.
You saw that one?
Was that the one?
That's
That's
the
that
one.
They had a trailer for a movie
That's
that
that one with the
already
That's the one with the marbles in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of good.
Dude, please. The same Photoshop people, go back to like X-Men posters and replace all the characters with marbles. Marvel movie.
Just a little joke, just
Yeah.
for us.
I like it.
Just a little private laugh.
Are you okay over there, Mike?
But what was
I had a
your
lot
what
of
was your
pain.
fave of the
favorite?
trailers?
I
Fave of the trailers, because I've seen the trailers. I wasn't at Comic-Con. I could tell you about my weekend after you guys talk about Comic-Con. But what was the fave trailer?
Wonder Woman really blew my socks off. Doctor Strange was great, but I think, and I just saw it now, Lego Batman was also great because I love the team behind the Lego movies over at Warner Brothers. They're very funny. There's a lot of jokey people. But Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them released their Comic-Con trailer, and I have never been that excited for like a Harry Potter themed movie. I actually never really got that excited to see Harry Potter movies when they came out. Like I just saw them because all my friends were seeing them and I still had fun. But this is like a big fucking mystery with monsters and like 1920s New York, and like it's great. I'm
They're all
super
Newsies
pumped.
now?
They're all it's Newsies with
Yeah.
Harry Potter. Same songs too, and Christian Bale as a kid.
Harry Poosies.
Guess that's what you call a family. Magical creature, father, son. That's a Newsies reference if you've actually seen Newsies.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Christian
There are
Bale's
4 or
first
5
movie.
people who are
like,
losing their shit right
Christian Bale's like second movie. He's like a teenager and he's singing, but he's not great at it.
Oh, American
But he can
Psycho.
dance. Nope, that's after. That's like his third movie.
That's his third movie? Or
There has to be
career?
more
I
in
didn't get work
between.
for a while.
But it was Empire of the Sun was his first, and then Newsies was his second. And I don't know what he did between that and American Psycho.
Then he was Batman.
I think he was
Then
in
he's
Dr.
Batman.
Dolittle.
No, he's not in Dr. Dolittle.
He was Dr. Dolittle too.
He was
Don't
in
fucking
Reign
be-
of Fire before Batman.
He was in Reign of Fire.
He was the guy.
No
the main
one
guy.
remembers Reign of Fire that
And
much.
that movie, I want to watch it again because when I saw it as a kid, I was like, "This is terrible."
As a kid, you thought that? As a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, "This is fucking rad," because there were dragons, and that's what I was trying to get to.
This one's a drag.
Yeah, I really like the Wonder Woman trailer. I think that was the best one for me that I've
Yeah.
seen so far. There's still
She's
some that haven't
cool.
been released yet, like Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and stuff like that.
I want to be held by Wonder Woman. I want
Yeah.
her to rescue me from a situation. and
Right?
I want to fly off in her arms, and I want to be cold and under a blanket.
I
like
want
E.T.
I want her to make me feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I want her to win the election. Could we write her in?
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Let's write in Diana of Themyscira.
I don't mean to be a party pooper, but she was born in Themyscira, so I don't know if that.
she's not a
legally,
citizen.
she's not a citizen.
What if she passes the test?
No, you have to be born here, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah.
Drat.
That's why I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, he can't be
he can't.
president.
He was the mayor once, though, of California.
Governor.
Do you remember that?
Governor?
Which reminds me, guys, it really doesn't matter who you vote for this year.
No, don't
Go
do
ahead
it.
and don't even vote, or throw your vote away,
Please
or write in
don't.
something funny.
Please don't.
I voted for my things, and then I did a write-in vote this year, and that was nice.
Did you do a write-in vote?
Yes.
Who'd you
Why didn't I
write
win?
in? The Flash? You voted for Barry Allen.
Yes, I did.
You son of a bitch.
Barry Allen's the guy who you wanted to win.
No.
Yeah, Barry Sanders. That's
My
who he
audio
was.
just
Yeah.
peaked for anybody else. I'm sorry.
Yes,
That's all
it did.
good.
But I can't plug my ears. So.
What'd you like from Comic-Con, Michael?
I
Michael.
went. This is very predictable of an answer
Michael.
for me. But I went to go see one thing, and I had a lot of work to do. I hosted a bunch of live streams for Skybound. Shout out to them. They make like the Super Fight and Red Flags games.
Fucking great games.
I do a lot of work with them because they're great. And I also had a stand-up show with Elliot Morgan, Mia Pinchoff, and Tracy Ashley.
That's so weird. That's a really cool foursome, but if you had a quintet of another person that could have come up, you could have had another person there if you were just saying. If I was hinting.
I could have had another person if one of my friends came to support.
That'd be so weird.
Yeah, if he
I
had
would've
shown
known-
up, then
if
maybe
I
you would have been like, you know what? Hey, friend, you should come on stage.
I heard you don't even need a badge to get in.
Yeah.
And it's free, and it's for charity. Donations for charity.
Dalmatians for
Dalmatians
charity?
for charity is what it was called. And we gave kids dogs, whether they wanted them or not. Hey, you allergic? Oops.
Ooh, here's
Should have
30.
picked a different night. I wanted to see the Mattel booth. Mattel is a toy company that makes all the.
Barbies.
Excuse me.
I
What
thought
was that for?
I laughed. You're a comedian. You tell jokes. And I thought that was a joke, and I laughed because I enjoyed it.
I'm sorry.
Wait a
The
minute.
man has a passion.
My passion's a joke.
a passion for fashion that can only be.
Now
raw.
you're shitting on me a little bit. What? Everyone's shitting on. I'm covered in shit. Please let the title be Mike Falzone's covered in shit.
Well, Mike, we're here in a studio with you, so we have to suffer that smell.
Well, you're smelling it for sure. No, they do all the wrestling figures and have for a bunch of years. And at Comic-Con is when they release a lot of the stuff they're coming out with. And they release so much cool stuff. And there were all these wrestlers there. Steve got to interview a bunch.
That's cool.
Becky Lynch and AJ Styles,
Whoa.
he's a man with soccer mom hair and he's very talented. And it's very accurate. You can go look up a picture. And you had to buy a ticket to meet them. And between having to buy a ticket and there being just way too many people in the exhibit hall, I was kind of not with that part. But I did get to see everything I wanted to see.
That's cool.
Twice. And I've never been there I've only been twice and I didn't get to go to the exhibit hall the first year. So I got to see them like release stuff for the first time. And there is something special about like, you're the first batch of people who are seeing this. And then it's like instantly on the internet, then everybody knows.
Right.
But it was a cool thing. I get why people go to the panels and go see release stuff. And I got this cool, no one's going to know what this is, but that's okay. Shockmaster wrestling figure, which is a hilarious joke. And that was only being released at Comic-Con. And
That's
I got two
cool.
of them.
I like the inside jokes they do with like the figures, and like I love going to the Weta booth because you can see just how talented some people can be with building models and whatnot, and just seeing what artistic liberties people can take. Like there's always an exhibit, or at least always is the wrong term because I've never been there for that very long. But last year and this year they had an R2d2 exhibit where they just artists would recreate or take R2d2's like regular like shell. It's like 6 inches tall and like make fun versions of them. Like one was like this skeleton, like melting skeleton coming out of the top of R2d2, and like one was like a Muppets version of R2d2 and stuff. Like it's a full exhibit. It was really cool. I love going to the art. Mattel's booth was fun, and Lego's booth is always cool because they always have these scale models of like Wonder Woman, Captain America, like
Batman,
a Storm.
they had a giant Batman.
They did. Yeah, it was really cool.
Marble.
Marble. They had marble. They had a marble exhibit.
Oh,
Marble
wow.
Madness.
Captain Marble.
Great. Straight up. She
Yeah.
got announced.
Did they
too.
have
Yeah.
the Marble Man?
Who?
The Marlboro Man.
Oh, thank you. There you go. I don't know. What would you do this weekend? You said you had something
I had a
lined up.
very full weekend.
Oh, boy.
Thank you very much. Denise and I had a date day because it had been a bit, and we went to the arcade.
Nice.
We went to the arcade. We played skee ball and air hockey and racing games and all that kind of stuff.
Did you guys go to the Rise 9 party at VidCon?
Hell no.
Okay, so it's not worth it. Good call not going. But they had a lot of weird ice sculptures there, and they had a skee ball
Ice
thing
sculpture?
made out of ice, and you could play it.
That
That's-
sounds fun.
And it had a ball return.
Or stupid.
What?
I agree with whatever Matt's like.
Well, I mean, it is stupid, but it's also cool.
It was dumb because like when it would melt, the pieces stopped working. So when you throw the
Yeah,
ball
I'm
down,
like,
yeah.
that's gonna
It would
work for
melt
what, a
instantly.
half hour?
Yeah, it worked. It worked for a couple hours. It
Oh
was
wow,
big.
that's pretty cool.
It was big.
Did
Yeah.
you guys ever do the ice luge?
Yeah.
What's the ice luge?
It's
College
it's
thing?
for alcohol.
You get a giant block of ice.
You get a block of ice and you carve a channel, a path into it, and then someone pours liquor from the top.
Wow.
And then it gets to your mouth at the bottom.
And
It's
it's
what
Frosty
fraternity people do,
Were you in a fraternity?
technically.
Were you in a fraternity?
Fuck no.
Okay. Have you
Yeah.
done that thing though?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. We should bring one here.
yes.
That
That'd
would
be
be
cool.
fun.
Coworkers do ice louges.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Louches?
Ice louges. And every time we do a louge, then we have to answer a true or false question.
While somebody's pouring it, you have
Yeah.
to answer before it hits your mouth.
You hear that, gang? Sam Douchebashor loves pussy. Yeah. I love two things: the Flash and get my dick wet.
Douchebashor. I like him.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I
what
love
else
this
did you
new
do?
character.
Douchebashor?
We saw Ghostbusters, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, some people didn't. I don't care.
I haven't heard of anyone not liking it.
Yeah, well, some people don't,
You
you know,
like it?
but
I like
don't.
parts.
But like, I don't think it's fair to say that it's worse than most movies because most movies are worse than that.
I wouldn't say that. I said there are like Holtzman, like the Kate McKinnon's character.
Awesome.
I did not like her. I
Really?
like Patty way more. I thought Patty was way more compelling character who actually had an arc, and I didn't get her character. But also, really important, during the entire movie, an 80-year-old woman was kicking the shit out of my
Yeah,
seat.
that's not the appropriate way to
She was
see it.
basically up and doing like
Slamming it.
Like, you know, like when donkeys kick out like this with both feet. It was
Yeah.
like throughout
Hey,
the
man.
whole thing.
She's got restless leg syndrome, and she wanted to see a movie.
Dude, unfortunately, and this makes me really sad. I can't see you as the type of person who would turn around and say like, hey,
Oh, I did.
lady,
She was asleep.
First warning.
What?
And
she
she
was
was kicking
I
you.
kept looking. I did a turn back, and I'm like making eye contact with her. I'm not just like side eyeing her. I'm like, it was like I let like a few go because I was like, okay, maybe she's just like a little restless, whatever.
Farts?
But now it's little kicks, and then I looked, eye contact, and then she just looked at me, and I went back. 10 minutes went by, she started doing it again. Looked back. Then I was like, and then after like the third time, I was like, but seriously, what the fuck? And then she just looked at me. And I couldn't move over because her damn grandson, this little ginger-haired kid who's screaming and laughing and spitting everywhere, like he was leaning over the chair and drooling all over it. So I was like,
oh no. Dude, can I tell you what to do? And it takes some balls the first time.
yeah.
But after the first time, if you do it right, you will have no kicks to deal with for the remainder of the day.
What is it?
Somebody kicks your chair too many times where you have to turn around and address it. You turn around and you look them right in the face and you're like, no, not again. And you get real intently serious. Like, no more of that. And then they never, if you make them scared of you the first time you turn around.
With that kind of level of confidence in your
no,
voice.
I do it on
you turn around, and you say,
time.
no.
No, Mikey doesn't think so about it.
Hey, I have a strong opinion, and that opinion is nuh-uh.
Hey, I'm Mikey, and Mikey doesn't know about this. I don't think so about it.
My name is Mikey, and Mikey don't play that. Y'all understand me?
Y'all
Understand me?
y'all nurses stand me.
See, I had old people, an old couple right in front of us when we saw it, and they were having a marvelous time. The old lady was dancing. Anytime there was music, she was just dancing. She just loves dancing.
I will say the scene with Holtzman at the end, where like the ghost, whatever fuck. She was fucking badass, and it was awesome.
It was the best part of the movie. I could have used 20 more parts of that, and I don't think this is a huge spoiler because I'm not gonna say when this happens. But when they shoot that ghost in the dick, it was maybe the funniest thing I had seen in a very long time. And I don't know if that's because I'm laughing because it's like people are going to take that as meta commentary, and I'm laughing at the guys who are butthurt that they shot a ghost in a dick. But like, I feel like if this was like a Jonah Hill type movie, they would also shoot the ghost in the dick. And it was just funny to see them shoot a ghost in the dick.
Okay,
Sure.
so I kind of have a problem with comedy movies that like around like this genre where it's like the Will Ferrell type comedies, like the Jonah Hill type comedies, and now like the Bridesmaids type, because I like the first iteration of that comedy movie, like Bridesmaids, the first Anchorman, or whatever the fuck, or like they might have a few
Knocked
funny
Up
things,
or 40-Year-Old Virgin is the Apatow type.
but like then after that it's just the same. You can't keep milking it over and over again. And this feels like just another Paul Feig, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig adventure.
Did you see Spy?
No, I didn't see Spy.
Spy
Everyone
is a
says
lot
that.
better. Spy is a lot better.
Oh, that's the one with what's her name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Miss McCarthy.
I saw that recently.
Spy?
I had nothing great to add. I shouldn't have stopped the conversation. I saw that recently and it was great.
Yeah, I really like Spy. But yeah, we did that, and then Saturday was entirely us working at so Denise is a manager at this new comedy theater in LA called the Pack Theater. It's amazing. It's run by Miles Stroff. He's improviser over 25 years. He's one of the best improvisers in the world.
That's cool.
And they did an event called PackCon, which was an 8-hour show that had Adam McKay was there, Bob Odenkirk was there, The Whitest Kids You Know performed, a bunch of great comedians and stand-ups, and like it was just really awesome. But we worked for about 12 hours, just like running around, hauling beer, hauling trash, managing people,
hauling cubes.
Yeah, and mostly just preventing drunk comedians from taking open containers outside. Just a lot of that.
You're the man.
Oh,
in that scenario.
Me?
Let me just go on the. No, I've been in that.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. It's like fucking no.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Please
no, I'm not. I'm not going to make
night.
an exception. Please don't. And it's like this is our first night. All it takes is one cop, and then it's all over. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, come on.
Yeah, but it's a gin and tonic. It's water.
Just please. I'm like, you could finish it right here, and like.
It finished, but then I won't have it.
And I won't have it to go watch the shows with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like,
do they do stand up at that theater? I know a guy.
They do. They have, you know, if you want to come, there's an open mic. There's an open mic at the end of the night tonight. If you want to come hang out, I'm going to be there.
What time?
I believe it's at 11.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
might do that.
Do you
Yeah.
guys like Bill Burr?
I
Yes,
love
very
Bill
much
Burr. We
so.
talked
Bill
about it
Burr
on the
loves
last
wrestling.
podcast.
Hey, he's got a show tonight.
At
I don't know,
Comedy Store?
in L.A.
Probably the
Anywhere.
Comedy Store.
I don't know.
Okay, so you're just marginally aware of his whereabouts.
Why did your mouth turn into an old man's mouth?
You guys were talking about comedians, and that's the first thing that popped in my head. He's got a show tonight in L.A. Is
Hey,
that-
I know a comedian who has a show.
Hey, you guys like Dave Chappelle? I think
He's got a show on Netflix.
He lives somewhere in Middle America now, or in the
You guys heard of
South.
this Sam Kinison fella?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Hey, I don't know if does the name Bill Hicks ring a bell?
Yeah. Have you heard of Daniel Cook?
Ooh, I think he's white, right?
I think so. I've never seen him. I've only heard the records.
Oh, he sounds white. Yeah.
my fave?
Who's your fave?
I don't know.
You don't
You
have.
wanted to by the end of that sentence, though.
I don't know. My arms feel great, though. Just wanted to point that out. Nothing really specific
What a
about that
weird
comment.
thing to point
Yeah, that's
out.
I just wanted to point out for the listeners that my arms feel great, and I hope everyone's on the same page with that. My favorite comedian used to be for a long time the jokesman. The fuck is his name?
I think
Louis
it was just the
C.K.
jokesman.
No, the jokesman. He does a lot of like weird comedy, kind of like puns and
Dimitri
shit.
Martin.
Dimitri Martin. That's who
Dimitri
it
Martin's
is.
dope.
Yeah, he's really
Dimitri
fun.
Martin is a Sam Basher comic.
Totally.
For sure.
Finger guns. There you go. You got the finger guns down.
Yeah. Got it.
There they
finally.
go.
It's hard to do like this, but I got it.
You're
Guys,
doing great.
You know what I realized, and I hope I have enough service to do
Oh,
this bit?
please do it.
But I just realized that if I was to do like a teen comedy, like rom-com, this song would be in the trailer.
Wait. Can we do this?
Tiffany and Anthony love each
Probably
other.
not.
Have loved each other. If I talk over it, it's not a big deal.
They can't match the waveforms. Hey, I don't knock that.
Tiffany and Alex were the best of friends.
Yeah. but it would
Until
have-
he saw her with her shirt off. Wowzers.
Yeah, something like that.
Now
he spits
he's
out his
realizing he has feelings in places he didn't know he had, like his dick.
First boner.
Whoa,
Coming to ABC
coming
Family.
this summer. Maybe.
Don't you dare knock Panic at the Disco.
I'm not.
I love that band.
I hate
Before-
when you just talk about a band and people automatically
Don't
think
you
you're
dare
shitting on
hate them. Don't you shit on
No,
them.
you can't say and don't have a difference of opinion about my favorite
You
band.
do that every time I even bring up the word wrestle, even when it doesn't have to do with wrestling. I'm like, I'm wrestling with these emotions, and you're like,
Don't you say anything
dare
about wrestling.
talk about the thing I love.
Don't bring your emotions into my wrestling.
And you get so mad that the veins are popping out of your head and spit's flying. I'm just like, man, okay.
What most people don't realize is that when Mike Falzone is off camera, he's like a wild dog.
I bite
He's
everyone.
rabid.
Somebody's got flash socks on.
Yeah, I do. But why do the Flash socks have little capes?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any goddamn
Maybe
sense.
it's meant to be like motion blur.
It's like a speed trail, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Mike, if you were to say 3 fun personal facts about the Flash, could you go ahead and rattle those off really quick?
Of course, he has white hair.
1, wrong. Go ahead. Number 2.
He comes electricity,
Yep.
Okay, yeah, 3.
and he loves tennis.
Wow. You've definitely picked the strangest and most interesting of the
The
facts
Flash
about
is
him.
my favorite Marble Madness character.
Hi, I'm Sam Douchebashor, and I love going to the club and being fast. I'm sorry. I like this character too much to not explore his
I
possibilities.
feel like my mom's
Keep
gonna
an
get
eye
mad that
out.
I said come electricity now. I wish I could take that back.
No.
Could we edit out the part where I said comes electricity?
If
No.
you could go ahead
Zach?
and play it twice, Zach.
Shit.
Zach, can you play it twice? I just
Zach,
need it in there.
Zach, this is Lieberman speaking, Zach.
Zach's got a really cool headband thing on right now. I've done that before and I like it.
Listen,
Zach
Zach-
looks like a young Bruce Springsteen right now.
He really does. Zach Lieberman here. I would like you to go back into the tape. I'd like you to take the part where Sam says to play it twice. I would like you to play that twice, and then the actual clip just the once, and then reverse it. Okay, good. We're back.
And if you could flip it for my friend Missy.
Yeah.
Wait, you watch Parks and Rec, right?
Of course.
That was a great Rob Lowe, Steve, what's his name?
Steve Lowe.
Steve.
Chris
not-
Traeger.
Chris Traeger, there
Hillary
you go.
Clinton.
Yeah.
There you go. Man, you're on
hi.
top of it.
Chris Traeger here.
I
2
would-
questions. Yeah.
I would like a water with no ice and in a glass. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Andy
Yeah.
Perkins?
Yeah, I love when people speak in a staccato tone
Yeah.
because it's almost as if they mean more, but really, they're just trying to figure out what they want to say and don't want to look stupid.
I like to think those people think like me, but they draw out their words less.
You should really try talking
personally-
like it's a mudslide. That's how
Yeah.
I talk. It's just a mess of stuff and sounds that come out.
I believe that Yokozuna's career was stalled in the worst of ways. Yeah.
Very pertinent.
Yeah.
Didn't mean a lot, but it was very pertinent. He was agile.
Yeah.
Agile, big man.
Yeah. Rafiki was a joke, and he should not have been. Cultural appropriation.
His name was Rikishi.
Rafiki
Maybe you're watching
is the
someone
mandrill from the Lion King. Oops. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've seen
That's okay. I don't have a lot of pride.
Rikishi.
Rikishi.
What are you guys talking about?
Rikishi was a wrestler
How is it
who's
cultural
special.
appropriation if that's his? If he was just
I guess not.
Samoan the whole time.
Yeah, he was just Samoan the whole time. Rikishi was a big Samoan wrestler whose special move would be to just pour wrestlers into his ass. Like he would just sit down on top of them with like a thong on, and it would just be ass cheeks, and everyone would be like, "Oh!"
It was called the stink face. Let's cut to a clip.
That's a pretty good move. Do you have a wrestling move, Mike?
No, I'm not a wrestler.
No.
Sam.
Do you
I'm a
have a? You
comedian.
have a move. You have a move.
Come on,
You have a move.
Come on, Mike. In your greatest fantasies, you've lived this out for a moment. You at least titled it. You at least came up with a name.
It's called the stink face, and what I do is.
Wait, that's Rikishi's.
First of all, it's Rafiki's move. No, man. I used to. No, I'm not getting into this conversation because I only have like serious answers, and nobody wants to hear that.
But would you consider, if you were a wrestler, to tell people, other wrestlers, you're going to take them to the foul zone if you were to do a stink face?
That joke has actually already been made today.
Really?
When we filmed our table talk. Yeah, foul
that's
zone.
how you know it's not great.
It's just it's in the air
It's
somehow.
low hanging fruit.
Piano necktie. Whoa.
I wish I could do more voices like you.
You can. You do a great Cockney voice.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Jesse?
Oh, it's suspense. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it's all about just not worrying about looking like a damn fool. Yeah, it's like you just want to just let it all fall out of your mouth wherever it lands, wherever it goes, makes a mess, whatever.
It's like tea is pouring out of your mouth. And your mom is in the crack. Wow. And we can watch the analytics.
Your mom is in the crack?
You can watch the analytics of this video drop off fast right here.
I didn't hear one isn't it from either of you.
Isn't it?
In it,
Internet.
internet. Listen, I want to be on the internet.
The Wi-Fi in here is impeccable, internet.
I'm sorry, Sam. That Wi-Fi password joke in the frickin' Doctor Strange trailer is stupid.
Great.
Is stupid.
Great.
Stupid.
Is that another Marvel movie?
Great.
Yes, it's another Marvel movie. This time the Marvel goes into another like magic dimension,
Yeah.
and the Marvel learns how to cast magic, and all the world changes over and over and over again.
I have a very serious question.
Yes.
Did you guys ever, when you were kids, did you ever try to cast a spell?
Did I ever try to cast
I tried to do a rain
a
dance.
spell?
Yeah?
You did? When? Why?
I wanted it to rain.
So
I had
you-
to guess.
So you could get out of school or an event or
Probably get out of playing a baseball game.
Okay, that makes sense.
I had to pitch and I was nervous. No, I loved it. It's just sometimes you would rather play Excite Bike until your hands bleed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those square controllers, hard corners.
They hurt so much. Plus, I had like a million tooth marks in mine from when I
What's wrong
would
with
get
you?
mad and bite it.
You would bite the controller.
Yeah, some people throw it. I bit it. I wasn't going to go get it after I threw it.
Yeah.
Plus, the controller's attached to everything. So if you throw the controller hard enough, your whole shit's going over.
You know what the coolest
You
shit
can't
ever?
just go buy another 4:3 television.
No, you can't.
My favorite thing was that you could get a special adapter for your GameCube. They would let you play Pokemon games, your Game Boy games in it.
Oh yeah, it had a Game Boy player.
Yeah, it's fucking dope as hell.
Yeah, they had that for Super Nintendo too. It was called Super Game Boy.
That's what
I
people
remember
said.
Super Game
I
Boy.
never played. Was that fun?
Oh, it was the
No.
best.
No, no, not at all.
Do you remember the Super Duper Game Boy?
No,
that
What are you
wasn't what it was
talking
called,
about?
But you could hold it, and it just made the screen. It magnified the screen.
Oh yeah, it was like a Super View Boy or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Wait,
and it
it's just a magnifying glass?
Yeah, it's just a magnifying
cheap.
glass that went over your screen, so it would make everything look bigger.
And I think speaker slipped out.
Yes, I had that. No, I didn't have it, but I remember I had the light. That's what I had.
It was the optometrist version of
Yeah.
Game Boy.
Yeah,
What did you guys play Pokemon when you were growing up?
of course.
No, that was too. I missed that.
Really? Oh, damn! I was gonna bring
Yeah.
up the fact. Like, do you remember how cool it was? Do you remember how cool it was playing your first Pokemon game?
Yes.
It was like goddamn Christmas
It was
every
the
time
best.
a Pokemon would pop up.
Well, not every time,
Or
because sometimes
Gym.
you'd be low on HP and you wouldn't want to fight any more goddamn Pokemon.
Fair enough. Or you get
Freaking
another,
random encounters.
another
There you
goddamn
go, Mike.
Zubat in the.
You want here?
Do you? Oh, here, guys. Don't worry, I got you. No, you guys. I don't want.
This is great audio right here.
Yeah. Sorry, he's having a sip, and
Just
I was gonna just let me go.
just
about my
two
business.
men enjoying.
You guys do a show.
Just a
I
man
did
helping
the
another man
show.
drink. Yeah.
I did the show. Anyways, I just remember the magic that was there playing Pokemon for the first time because I got red version when I was a kid.
I got blue
oh,
version.
the red version.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Team
You know, sometimes I feel like you're just being mean to me.
No, I was
feel like you're
expressing
going-
interest.
Sometimes I feel like you think I'm young.
The only thing I love more than crushing pussy is telling people that they think I'm young.
Brozone. Yeah.
Brozone.
No. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what no was the answer to.
It wasn't.
Okay.
I just felt like I hadn't said anything. in a
God,
while,
my
so I
arms
said
can move
no.
a lot.
Oh,
And I just feel
you're
like that's-
free.
No, of what?
Nothing.
Good.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mentally.
What was the mouth's magical game you guys played as a kid?
The Mouth's magical game that I played. Oh man, I loved. I don't know if it was called Squash It or like Stamp It or something.
Pumpkin chunkin', you're thinking.
No, I'm not thinking of Pumpkin Chunkin'. It was a board game. It was a board game where it was called like Splat or something. I think it was called Splat.
Okay.
And it was a board game where you made like little like spider characters out of clay.
That
and
sounds
then,
familiar.
And then if you
I
got on
remember
the
the
wrong
commercial
space,
for this.
you'd get splatted. They'd splat you.
Yes.
Yes.
And we wouldn't even really play the game. We would just make the characters over and over and splat them.
Dude, I would watch a documentary on 90s board game commercials.
Totally.
'Cause
Or
they were
90s
all fucking
commercials.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would watch hours of 90s commercials just edited together.
That was my favorite thing. So I don't know if have I talked to you guys about Cop Rock? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
No.
We did a whole news thing on it, man.
On Cop Rock?
Yeah, you remember that?
No,
Or we talked about it before a news thing.
maybe.
Something happened. Go
Cop
ahead.
Rock is a show from 1990 from Stephen Bochco, who did Hill Street Blues and NYPD Blue. It's a cop drama that is a musical, and every week it would have 6 original songs, not covers. Like it was like Glee before Glee, and it was just a really stupid bad show. But I adore it, and I downloaded the whole series because it wasn't available legally. Now it is. And a couple of the episodes had the original 90s commercials, 1990 commercials in them.
That's cool.
And those commercials are super dramatic, like lots of like dark and moody lighting. Like there's this one allergy commercial where a dude gets run over by a steamroller in some kind of like purple night, basically. Like it's like very weird.
That was before half of the commercials were the side effects.
Yeah.
They didn't have to say anything about the side effects.
no, they just had to be like, it'll help.
just take Xerxatrin.
Take Xerxatrin, you'll be able to stop the steamroller.
Wait, oh, you guys watch
You
John
got a
Oliver?
bad steamroller problem? Xerxatrin.
No, you guys watch John Oliver. He did one episode on like the vitamins. And how like back in the 90s they got to try to get some regulation on them. And Mel Gibson was in one of the commercials saying, don't take my vitamins away. That was the catchphrase of it.
Don't
Is he real
take my
sad?
Yeah, I mean, that was
The
vitamins
man with half of a face?
No, don't take my vitamins away.
Is that what he sounds like?
No,
Or is that the Cockney guy?
is that Cockney?
No,
and-
that's my Australian.
Means?
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
I'm learning to do Australian more and more.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
well,
Sam.
lay it on us, Sam.
Oi, welcome back to Sourcefed Nerd. I
You're
only...
just imitating Maud.
Yes, and isn't that exactly what I need to do?
It's pretty, yes.
yeah,
That's
and then
exactly
just
what you
sprinkle in other
If you want to
words.
sound like you're from Brisbane,
All right. One weird commercial. I have like a couple commercials that stick with me. One is a Pokemon commercial where the bus driver picks up all the Pokemon and then
Yeah,
parks
me
the
too.
bus in a trash compactor or car compactor, and they compact it down and it makes a Game Boy.
which That's barbaric.
Yes, but
That's horrible.
I
But
would try
believable.
it.
He killed all of those animals.
To make one Game Boy.
He shoved them into the engine block, and it made a Game Boy.
It's not how
Dead.
science works.
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, that's how you make Game Boys now. Now you know.
Dead.
I hope you feel guilty about it.
I was trying to think of I had another 90s. I remember all the honeycomb commercials.
Those are great.
Remember those cereal commercials were also great.
Golden Crisp, Smacks.
There's some AT&T commercial that stuck with me.
What happens
One with
in the
Milana
commercial?
Weintraub.
Yeah.
No. Who? No. I don't know. Nothing at all happens in it. I love the colors, and it has a very 90s aesthetic to it.
Were you 2 when you saw it?
Probably.
I love the colors. It's very 90s. I don't remember anything else, but I'm sure it's
That's-
AT&T.
A
If a
bulldog.
baby had a man's voice.
If a baby had a man's voice. Oh, you mean those Pete Holmes E-Trade commercials?
What?
That's the Pete Holmes E-Trade baby?
from back in the day?
Yeah.
That was
I
Pete
love
Holmes?
those.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah. He's a
He
good
is
guy.
great.
He's funny. Yeah. That's another comedian maybe you could look into, Sam.
He had a TV show that got canceled.
Yes, he did. And now he's got another one coming to HBO.
Look at that.
It's going to be very funny, I think.
It's
he
about-
talks about it on his podcast.
It's
all the
about
time.
crashing on couches, and it's called Crashing.
No, it's about stand up.
No, it's about crashing on couches.
It's about
That's called
surfing
crashes.
couches.
No, it's about a man who just got divorced and now he's crashing.
About a guy
That's the
Who
TBS
has a
version.
horrible equilibrium and he drives a Vespa. It's called Crash.
This is a show. It's about meteors that collide with other meteors. It's called Crashing.
Are Vespas cool yet, or have they always been kind of cool?
I don't know.
What a choice.
I think Vespas are in the eye of the beholder, Sam. I think
I think they're cool.
I really wish a candidate would come out and really endorse one or the other.
I would vote
Yeah.
for one. Now it doesn't matter who you vote for.
I want to let all the American people know, that I support and endorse Vespas as a cool mode of transportation.
And then I want him to do a sick wheelie off the stage.
Wheelie time.
Listen, if Bill Clinton can get elected because of a sax solo on Arsenio,
Do you think that
He'll-
was because?
oh yes, entirely
Because?
yeah, everyone was like, "Oh shit, he's cool." That was his "Oh shit, what up" moment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
Even-
Gary Johnson's got a better one, if I'm being honest.
What is it?
The meme.
That's not him though. Someone made it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What up?
That,
Yeah.
that sax
Yeah.
boy.
Now, if Gary Johnson did a sick wheelie off of a stage announcing, like his candidacy for the presidency and that he's going to be on the ticket, which he's like 2 points away from being at the big debates. He needs
Hey.
15% of the vote in order to do that. If he did a sick wheelie, I think that he could generate a lot of buzz.
Now, Matt, what happens at the debates?
At the debates, 2, potentially now 3 individuals are going to get on stage. They're going to be asked a bunch of questions,
Yeah.
and then they're going to dodge all of them and then say all of the things that they had planned to say anyway.
So when another person runs,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And Hillary. So Dat Boy and Hillary.
Dat Boy, Hillary, and Dan Bolt.
So what happens is the people who are voting for Trump aren't going to switch to Hillary or Dat Boy. So what you're going to do is you're going to take votes away
From Hillary
and
mostly.
so Donald Trump definitely gets elected.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I hope he gets on the whatever. I zoned out months ago.
That was a sketch we were going to do for Nuclear Family, and then it was ultimately deemed like just not the right time.
Not responsible.
Yeah, well, just like after all the horrible things happen, all the shootings,
Yeah.
we decided it wasn't appropriate. But originally, it was just going to be like this November, we just want you to do one thing. Everybody shut up. Just shut up real quick. Please shut up. Because we've been doing this for months, and now I don't know what to believe because I've seen every possible opinion about both candidates.
You know what's really funny about that? I was going to tweet like literally that exact thing.
Really?
This morning. Like tweets matter at all. And
all tweets matter,
no,
Mike.
0 tweets matter.
No,
Promise.
hashtag all tweets
I
matter.
will prove to you that not a single tweet ever matters. Check out follow me on Twitter at Sam Basher. It is literally garbage.
Yeah.
Anyway, I decided against it because it's inappropriate.
Yeah. It's inappropriate now.
I forgot what we were talking about before.
One time in a Sourcefed video, one of the first ones they let me do by myself, I told everyone to shut the fuck up in the beginning of it, and it got some buzz.
Generated a lot of buzz.
First page on
High
Reddit.
watch rate, analytics shot up.
Yes, but then some people were like, "Wait, what the fuck? Why are you telling me to shut the fuck up?" He's like, "He didn't tell
didn't say
you
anything."
to shut the fuck up. He just said the words."
Like,
It
no,
doesn't-
he's only talking to me,
Yeah.
Brian.
dude. Can
Hey,
I,
girl.
This has nothing to do with anything. Can I tell you a small thing that happened
Only
yesterday?
if it's really small.
It is very small.
so tiny.
For whatever reason yesterday, I was annoyed with everyone. I was annoyed in my house, right? So I left and I just took a drive and then I parked my car and I took a walk. And I was on the street and I was waiting at a crosswalk and there was a woman across the street, maybe late 40s, early 50s. She was on a bike. She looked fit.
On a bike.
Yes. And she hit the button and she was like, "What the fuck? These lights never fucking change." And then she waited a couple seconds. Then she smanged the button several more times. She was like, "What the fuck with these lights?" And meanwhile, me and this other kid are waiting across the street as well. She's like, "Fuck it." And so she goes across Ventura Boulevard, and people are like barely missing her with her cars and beeping at her and yelling out of the window. And then she stops on this island that's in the middle of the street because she couldn't get all the way through because it's extremely dangerous to
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
a busy street.
Don't do that.
And she stops in the middle of the street and she's like, "Oh, the fuck again," right? And then she tried to go again, nearly gets hit 2 or 3 more times by the time she gets to our corner. Literally, as soon as she hits our corner, the light changes, and then we walk calmly across the street with no clear and present danger. And I turned around, and there's this poor guy waiting to sell clothes to like a thrift store or something behind me. And I looked right in his eyes, and I said, "Sir, what the fuck is wrong with everybody?" And he didn't know what to say because he probably had never been in a conversation like that before.
Yeah, it's
And-
very rare that you are, in fact.
Yeah. And I thought that the world, between the fire that's engulfing our entire city and that person, I was like, is the world coming to an end today? Because I don't understand what I just saw. And it all happened in front of me.
It might be. A Saturday morning, I went out to my car and I didn't even realize there was just ash raining down everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
a scary fire, and I hope everyone is okay and everybody's
Yeah,
gonna be fine.
same.
The only weird thing is, and just because that's where I grew up, that's exactly the town.
I'm
It's right
sorry.
there, and like, but when I grew up, there were fires every single like summer. Like
Yeah.
there was at least
There were
like
fires every day.
there every day.
I'm not used to this, man. Being from so far away.
Mhm.
From
That's why, because I'm
Connecticut.
hearing people like kind of like it is still it's way bigger than anything we had as a kid, but just like even like fucking 4 weeks ago, I had a friend in town, and I drove up to it's in Santa Clarita. I drove up there to come and get him. There was a fire next to the freeway. I was like, nah, that's weird. And then we drove back, and like we could like pull over and like look at the fire, and like the fire was from here like to 10 feet away. Like obviously we couldn't stay there, but we were just driving by, and it was like it was close. But like
Shit.
I'm just more like I know that they'll get it, and like they'll just get out the fire as quickly as they can.
Yeah, I guess
Hopefully
our
everyone's gonna be
equivalent-
fine. I'm not trying to diminish this
No, no one
fire.
thinks you're trying to do
Yeah,
that.
I do.
some people
Our
do.
equivalent was rain. We had rain.
Lots of
Yeah,
it.
how weird is that?
Where are you from, Mike? Are
And
you from
sometimes-
Hartford?
I'm from south of Hartford.
South of Hartford?
About an hour south of Hartford.
Listen up. If you live an hour south of Hartford, you're dealing with a lot of rain.
You ever been to Milford?
Milford? I've never been to
You ever been to
Milford.
Blandford?
No, I've never been to Blandford. Are there folds in every single one of those towns?
Yeah, there's too many folds.
Oh, too many folds.
I can't do that voice, so I'm out of the
you
loop.
can. Of course you can. Just take every all, every all,
all,
and then just add a little menace behind it. What's up? It's me, Brian the Lion.
what?
What up?
What? That's the best I can
Scared himself a little bit.
Oh, Sam, I adore you.
do. I wish I had hands on my feet.
Yep.
I wish I had hands on my feet.
That's a quick transition.
I wish I had my hands on my feet. I wish I had hands on my feet. I wish I had hands down there. I wish I had hands on my feet. Yeah. Great.
Is that a topic of conversation? That's how I usually start out. Most dates. That's what I say. As I say, I wish I had hands on my feet.
That's why I don't have second
Hey,
dates.
girl, when I'm not slamming vodka Red Bulls, I wonder what would happen if I had hands on my feet.
Hands on my feet.
Douchebashor. I'm going to grab your boobs with my feet.
I don't want like a sick, I want like fire to come out at like around me.
He
and
would do a
stuff.
sick wheelie.
He would do on his Vespa that he's tricked out. He is tricked out his Vespa.
Yeah.
I borrowed this and I'm going to crash it.
This is my uncle's, all right?
Yeah.
Right. Come check me out with Pete Holmes this fall. Crashing.
Crashing.
What's going on? We done with this?
Yeah, anything else in the news?
No, we covered everything.
Yeah, I feel like we got it.
Did I do anything cool?
I saw Cabaret on Sunday.
Hold on. Where was Sam going with that half sentence?
Where'd I go? Did I do anything cool? Oh, big shout out, guys. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. I have a niece now.
Hey!
Hey, she's fucking adorable.
What's
and I
her
got to hold her.
name?
Uncle
Charlie.
Sam.
Charlie.
And she's so cute and she's chunky and I like to hold her and she was sweet and all she did was yawn and kind of just do baby movements and she looks like a little lizard.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a cute niece. Wanna fuck?
I don't like that.
I
That
don't
one
like
didn't
that
work
one.
as well.
I didn't like
no,
that one.
But
it
we'll
wasn't well thought out.
let us know what other things Douchebashor can do in the comments down below. Make sure you make your memes properly. Really appreciate that. Love a meme.
Love a
good
nice
meme.
meme.
You are like a kind of a meme.
Aficionado.
I want to
thank
say
you.
connoisseur, but what do they call the wine people?
Wait, no, wine connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
No, but you know what I'm talking about? There's
Cigar
another-
aficionado, wine connoisseur.
Oh, sommelier or
No,
sommelier?
a sommelier is
Sommelier.
a sommelier is someone who serves you wine, who like chooses the wine.
So that's him,
I
'cause he
go
shows.
through and I find the perfect meme.
Oh, you're a
for-
meme sommelier.
Yeah, meme sommelier.
I love it.
Meme sommelier.
Sam, any plugs?
Oh, a little plug for Only Stupid Answers. It's a podcast that is a ball of fun. Got a little peek out of that one, kids. Get ready.
Moving the
Coming
mic
at
away
ya.
after you yell.
Don't worry. Now listen to the other thing. You gotta throw it around.
All right, Mike
Yeah.
plugs.
Doing stand up all the time over there at the Irvine Improv and the Brea Improv with the Hodge twins.
They're good.
Pretty soon.
Hodge twins.
The hot motherfucking Hodge twins.
They
Hodge
good.
Big
twins.
fan.
Mm-hmm.
They're hilarious. Doing stand up all the time. Dynamic Banter, number 23 on the comedy podcast charts. Also,
One time we were at number 4 on the TV podcast.
One time.
One time.
what
Andy.
happened?
I got down. We weren't talking anything interesting that week.
You got
got
knocked down.
You danced and
but
then
they'll
it
get
fell.
up again.
You're
never gonna-
down.
Yeah. Or are you too busy? Crash.
Also, youtube.com/Mike Falzone, where you could find everything.
Yeah. And you can watch me on The Loop on Saturdays and Nuclear Family, new sketches every Tuesday and Thursday. We also have a Facebook page now if you want to go there and like the Facebook page, the Nuclear Family Facebook page. Going to be putting a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff and all kinds of coolness up there. Thank you so much for watching or listening to the Sourcefed podcast. If you haven't gone to iTunes, rate or review the show, you absolutely should. Just takes a second, doesn't cost you a dime, it really helps us out here. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Tune in next week when we swap facial hair.
What?
Guys, and one quick thing before we get going. I think I speak for everybody here when I say, go ahead and throw your vote away.
No!
It'll be fine.
Dat boy Gary Johnson. Oh, you guys seem stuck.
Somebody help.
Zach, you got
Zach.
you got scissors.
Zach!
Come on, guys, let's go. We got a schedule to keep. Less talky, more drinky. The PP.
You heard the man. I don't stop, so I'm always me. I think
Or are you never you?
that's the question that some people brought up to me recently.